Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Fad Show. So today I'm taking a break from working on my car. I'm actually going to be working on my garage. I'm going to attempt to insulate my garage doors. So I live in Texas and my garage door faces west. So in the afternoon it just gets super hot because it's in like direct sunlight and it just radiates off it and it gets like unbearable in here. So I'm going to try and install some 1-inch foam with radiant barriers on each side in the garage door to try and knock that down. Yesterday it was only a high of 84 here. It was actually partly cloudy too, and I took my pyrometer and measured it and it was 116 degrees. So hopefully this is going to help a lot, lower the temperature down. So there's kind of two methods to do this. I've seen people both cut it to kind of like the zacks or like a little bit oversized and then jam it in and it bends a little bit and stays just like wedged in there, which is the method I'm going to try and do. And then I've also seen people cut it like exactly the size and then adhesive it on. So if the first method fails, I'll probably revert to that. But I'm just going to measure it and then leave a little bit extra, cut it, and then try and squeeze it in there so it stays put. But yeah, pretty simple. I'm just going to attempt to cut it first with the utility knife, and then that doesn't work, I'll have to use a saw butt. Hopefully I can just use a knife. I think it'll make less of a mess. But I'm not very good at cutting straight lines, so we'll see how this goes. All right, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. So that's a wrap on this project. It was a little bit more difficult than anticipated just because I have all these metal rails that run down the big door, and my smaller door doesn't have that. I haven't actually done the smaller door yet just because I ran out of time, so I'm going to do that at a later date. But overall, I mean, it was pretty easy. Just having to remove those rails. I guess kind of how I said before, you can flex and you have them in place. No, these ones that I got, they don't flex at all. So you have to basically just cut them exactly like the height wise exact to what the opening is, and then you can do it a little bit long so you can put it in and slide it in so it gets held in there because there's like recess behind some of the supports. So I mean they're in there really securely. I don't think they're gonna come out at all, and they make like an absolutely huge noticeable difference. I took a picture of my pyrometer when I was holding it on the single door, which isn't done yet, and kind of tried to keep it on the same spot so it was like equal height from the other one, so hopefully it had like the same amount of sunlight on it. And it was 140 degrees on the third bay, where it's on my double door, like right next to it, it was only 87 degrees. So that's a pretty significant difference between that one and this one. And then also like just when you're next to the door, like when you're with the one that's not insulated, you can just feel the heat radiating off of it. Whereas this one, you can't feel that at all anymore. Also, it made it a lot quieter here too. So I'm pretty happy with it. I did kind of underestimate how much it was going to take because I just calculated it based on square foot, and I didn't really take into account like how you would actually cut it because there ends up being a lot of extra. So I think I'm going to need one more sheet, but oh well, it's not too bad. I did have my friend bring it in his truck, but then I realized I could just cut it in half and then put it in the back of my car at the store. So overall, it was a pretty successful project. It did take quite a while. It was kind of time consuming, but it's pretty happy with the result. Thanks guys for watching, and if you have any questions on how I did this, then feel free to ask them in the comments below. And then stay tuned, like, and subscribe for more content. Thanks guys, bye.